Welcome to Culture Over Coffee, a podcast focused on improving company culture and fostering employee engagement. Every week, we chat with experts and thought leaders about the latest proven practices to reduce regrettable turnover, increase productivity, and retain key customers. So pour a cup of your favorite brew and join us. I'm your host, Beth Sunshine, SVP at Up Your Culture. Many leaders assume their people know exactly what's expected of them, but the data says otherwise. In this brief Culture Snapshot episode, I'm spending a few minutes breaking down why unclear expectations lead to disengagement, especially among mid-tenured employees. I'll also share simple ways to bring clarity and alignment back into focus. What if I told you that more than a third of employees still don't know exactly what's expected of them at work? And it's not because they're new. It's because we've fallen into the trap of assuming that people just know. We hand them a job description. We mention goals in a meeting. Maybe we touch base during a performance review. But when it comes to day-to-day clarity, most people are still trying to connect the dots on their own. Unclear expectations aren't just frustrating, they're disengaging, they're demotivating, and surprisingly common. When employees don't know what success looks like, they spin their wheels, they hesitate, they lose momentum. And over time, they start to disconnect from their work, their team, and the bigger mission. Here's what the data tells us. In this year's Engage 2025 Culture Report, only 63% of employees said that they feel clear about what's expected of them at work this year. That means that 37%, more than a third, are unsure. And interestingly, it's not the brand new employees who feel the most lost. It's the ones who have been around for a while. Those with 3 to 5 years of tenure, those are the ones who showed the sharpest drop in clarity. And that makes sense if you think about it, right? The longer someone's been with the company, the more assumptions we make. We assume they figured it out when maybe they haven't. We assume that they don't need as much direction that they already know. But here's the problem. When we're unclear about a goal, it's hard to feel motivated to reach that goal. It's like starting a road trip without a destination. Imagine that. No GPS, no map at all, no one in the car telling you where you're going. You might keep driving for a while, but eventually you're going to get frustrated. You're going to feel distracted, totally off course. You're probably going to pull over, turn around. That's how unclear expectations feel at work. So let me ask you this. Do your employees know what success looks like in their roles this month, this quarter, this year? And also, when was the last time you checked in on that? Not just checking off a goal-setting meeting, but really checked in. Here's a simple challenge for you this week. Schedule a quick expectations check-in with each team member. It doesn't need to be long, certainly doesn't need to be formal. Just ask 2 questions. First, what do you think success looks like for you this quarter? And second, is there anything that feels unclear or is holding you back? That's it. You're not micromanaging, you're creating clarity. And with clarity comes alignment, motivation, and better performance. Don't let your team operate in the dark and hope for the best. Clear expectations are one of the simplest, most effective ways to boost engagement. And the best part, they don't cost a thing. Thanks so much for spending time with us on Culture Over Coffee. If you enjoyed the conversation, be sure to subscribe and join us for every episode. For more helpful information about company culture and employee engagement, visit us at upyourculture.com.